Get out of here, panda. Hello, my friends, it's Johnaroth, and today we play with a big, expensive dragon. We play with Niv Mizzet Supreme. Niv Mizzet is 5 colors, all 5 colors. You need all 5 colors to play him, but for those 5 colors, you get a 5/5 flying with hexproof from monocolored, which is actually pretty relevant. That means that Niv Mizzet is protected against any mono black spell removal, such as Go for the Throat, those types of things, lightning bolts with other direct damage spells, any type of one color he's going to be protected from. And each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard that's exactly 2 colors has Jumpstart. And what Jumpstart means is you can discard a card from your hand and then cast that spell from your graveyard for a second time. So what do you do with a dragon like this? Well, we have a lot of double colored spells in this deck. Matter of fact, most of the spells in this deck are double colored, which means we can cast it again from the graveyard. And you want a lot of cards that you can cast from the graveyard that you're going to get use out of. So, you know, not really creatures or anything like that. It always has to be instant and sorceries. So we have a lot of removal in this deck to get that. We have cards that can get us card draw. So we have cards like Flame of Anor that can get us some cards. Prismari Command gets us cycling through cards. Experimental Overload can get us a creature and bring back an instant and sorcery. We have so much removal in this deck, like Putrefy, Void Rend, Rip Apart, all those types of cards. The majority of this deck is focused on those instants and sorceries in those 2 buckets to get the most out of our commander. We also have a good amount of ramp in this deck to help us get up to the super expensive Niv Mizzet. Cards like Arcane Signet, Utopia Sprawl, Birds of Paradise, Planar Genesis, all those types of cards to basically keep the mana flowing so that we can cast our commander for victory. So let us take Niv Mizzet Supreme into the queue and see if this expensive dragon is worth the cost. Let's go! Is against Noctis, Lucis Calum. This hand is a little slow. We do have some early ramp though, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Let's go ahead and get out the Flooded Strand. And I'm going to go for a turn 1 win. I guess cracking the land was just too scary for our opponent. Crack the land. Gotta quit. Good game. We get to go first against probably the most popular commander out there, Heibei. Very, very powerful. I don't think this is a very fair matchup, but we're going to try it anyway. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. We do have a decent amount of land here. I'm hoping we can just outvalue our opponent in the long run, but it's going to be very difficult to win this game. Let's put down a Polluted Delta here. And let's go for a... What land do we need? So we have what colors? Blue and green, white and red. So we need black. Black. Yeah. Let's go for the Rafine Tower here. Okay, let's put down a Breeding Pool. Pass the turn. I wish we had a Stifle right now. That might help us quite a bit, but we don't. I'm probably going to cast Consult the Stars on our opponent's turn. Basically just looking for lands. bluffing a counterspell. Our opponent goes for a Chronicler of Worship here. Let's go ahead and cast Consult the Stars. Well, at least we got our land, I suppose. Go ahead and put down a Sacred Foundry. I'm going to go ahead and use Culligan's Command to kill off the Chronicler and make our opponent discard a card. Opponent goes for a Sanctum of Tranquil Light. Opponent also goes for a Sanctum Fang. Perfectly fine. On our turn, let's go ahead and get out a Wooded Foothills and go for a Blood Crypt. I'm going to cast Whirlwind of Thought here. Opponent's going to start doing some serious damage to us with the Sanctum. Opponent also gets out High Bay. He's going to start gaining some more lands. Let's go ahead and cast Mortify here on... I don't want to lose a bunch of life, but we will get to draw another card. Go ahead and put down a Jetmir's Garden. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. I don't think we can win this, quite honestly, but we're going to try anyway. Opponent's going to swing in with High Bay. Opponent's going to cycle. Opponent's going to crack the land here. Opponent's going to search for an enchantment card. I really don't think we need the Lightning Bolt, quite honestly. Okay, so opponent's going for Rest in Peace to cripple the graveyard. Let's go ahead and cast Lightning Bolt here to just do some damage to our opponent. Opponent's going to exile the graveyard. This will actually negate a lot of Niv Mizzet's abilities. Okay, let's cast... What does this do? Tap creatures. What does this do? Let's go ahead and cast Death Sprout on our opponent's commander. We'll draw another card here. We're going to get a land. Let's go for an island. Let's put down a mountain, and let's go ahead and go for another card here. I'm going to go for a swamp. Just trying to do as much as I can to mitigate some of the risk. Opponent's going to go for his commander and a Delighted Halfling. Draw a ton of cards. Let's go ahead and cast Planar Genesis here. I'm going to go for a Fatal Push. Let's go ahead and Putrefy High Bay again. Draw another card. Ruinous Ultimatum might actually save us on this game, potentially. Let's go ahead and kill off the Delighted Halfling. Draw another card. Okay, maybe we can pull off a win here with Ruinous Ultimatum. Opponent goes for his commander again. Let's go ahead and try to counter that. We'll get to draw another card. Put down a command tower. Let's cast Ruinous Ultimatum to remove all of his enchantments. Maybe he has a counter spell? I hope not. Typically high bay deck, nope. Okay, we're going to remove all of his enchantments. Basically, Whirlwind of Thought has been carrying us through this game. He's going to try to cast his commander again. We're going to say no with Wash Away, draw another card. Go ahead and get out our commander, Niv Mizzet Supreme. We're going to go ahead and put down a land here. I'm going to cast Into the North. Draw another card. Let's go for an island. Let's cast Utopia Sprawl here on the Overlook so we can draw another land. We'll say blue. And we've definitely got some ways of dealing with high bay now. Niv Mizzet Supreme does have protection. Oh, wow. That is aggressive. Going to go ahead and get a temple out here. Let's go ahead and cast Anguish of Unmaking here on his temple. Draw another card. Now we can cast Experimental Overlord here. Draw another card, and we're going to get back our Anguish. Let's go ahead and kill off High Bay here. Draw another card. We are down to 3 life, so we are going to need to be a little careful. I'm going to be aggressive and swing in at our opponent, hit him for 5. We do have a counter spell up. Our commander's ability is really helping us against this deck. He's going to try to cast his commander again. We have a counter spell. We'll draw another card. And that is that. Get out of here, Panda. Our commander's ability helped us win that game. Good game, High Bay. Okay, our next game is against Miriam Sentinel Worm. This is a dragon build. If we had a mountain, turn 1 Ragavan would be amazing, but unfortunately we don't. Matter of fact, we don't have any red mana at all, so that could prove to be problematic. I think I'm gonna try this. We're missing 2 colors here, but I'm hoping we can just... Okay, so our opponent has... Okay, so we actually did get a Sacred Foundry, which will allow us to get Ragavan onto the battlefield. That's great. Okay, opponent's going to ramp here. Goes for another land. Let's go ahead and swing in with Ragavan first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get out a Terminus here. Now let's go ahead and cast Thoughtseize on our opponent and see what he's working with. Okay, Dragonstorm. I'm going to go ahead and take away the globe here. Just trying to remove our opponent's ramp as much as possible. Okay, our opponent did get out Gwenna. Let's go ahead and put down a land. I'm going to go ahead and putrefy Gwenna here. Off the battlefield, let's swing in with Ragavan, get a treasure. Maybe we can get something else. No, we didn't. I'm going to... Do we want to convert that? I think we do, actually. Let's go ahead and convert this mana into a Talisman of Unity. Okay, our opponent does have a dragon, but it does seem like he's out of mana, which is good. We can actually kill this dragon off, or we could draw some cards. I think we want to draw some cards here, because we need mana. Oh, do we not have the right mana to do so? What are we missing? Do we have blue mana? We don't have blue mana. So... do we have green mana? We have green mana, we have black mana. Let's do this. Green mana, black mana. And for blue, we'll pay the 2. We desperately need some lands here. I'm just going to go for both lands. That's really the goal. Let's go ahead and put down a land here. Flooded Strand. Does he have enough mana to cast his commander? He does. I need blue mana. We will... do we have enough mana to kill off Miriam with our commander? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Mox. Basically just trying to keep our opponent from getting his commander onto the battlefield. We're not going to attack. Now he can attack us with his dragon. However, if he does, then we can, if he doesn't have another dragon, then we can swing in with Ragavan and get more treasure. I think our opponent's realizing that as well. Hopefully on our turn we can get out the put down the Cavern of Souls, and then get out Niv Mizzet. With Niv Mizzet on the back. Okay, so our opponent's going to destroy a artifact. We're going to say dragon, and we're going to get out our Niv Mizzet here. Opponent's going to cast Encroaching Dragon Storm. Get some more land onto the battlefield. I am going to ditch the Experimental Overlord here. And he'll be able to deal 3 damage to us, but we're going to kill off his dragon. Next, we're going to swing in with both of these. Get a treasure. Maybe we... oh, Chromatic Lantern. I'll take that. Thank you very much, opponent. That's a good card for us. I'm hoping our opponent casts Miriam. He does. He's going to return the enchantment to his hand. Let's go ahead and exile Miriam. We'll pay the Ward 2 costs. And that is enough to win the game. 1 dragon defeats an army of dragons. Niv Mizzet's ability to get cards back from the graveyard is crucial. We're just going to be able to keep cycling through removal. Every time he casts Miriam, we can just remove it. Ragavan's going to get us treasures, and we can even cast a Tome of the Guild Pack, which means we'll draw multiple cards this turn. This game is way over. Very good game, Dragons. Good game. Thank you, my friends, for watching another one of my videos. This one featuring Niv Mizzet Supreme. Niv Mizzet Supreme is a lot of fun to play. However, I will say, first off, his power level is probably about a low C. And while viewers of my channel know I optimize my decks, I'm a very good Magic player, and I revise and constantly make the commander that I'm focused on as competitive as possible. But you are going to lose some games with Niv Mizzet. You're not just going to dominate the whole meta. The reason why is, even though he costs 5 mana, he's actually more expensive than that, because you need all 5 colors to get out this commander. And now you can offset that with talismans and signets and mana dorks and those types of things to make it easier, but you do still have some challenges with that. There are going to be some games where you're just going to get the wrong lands tied to the wrong spells, those types of things. It's the one real disadvantage of playing a 5-color deck. He is fun, and when you do have the mana in the right state, you can dominate the game, but it's just getting there that can sometimes prove to be a challenge. The deck list is in the description below. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to leave a comment talking about Niv Mizzet or another commander you'd like me to look into, or why Dr. Pepper is still the best drink on the planet. I don't really care as long as I talk to you, part of the Magic community. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.